Tell me you're a lawyer without telling me you're a lawyer. I'll go first. Babe, stop cross-examining me.
For fights in my house, you have to pass the summary judgment standard before we move on to fact-finding.
I still have to read documents with words like hereto, herein, therein, hereof, therewith. And I'm like, why? It's 2022.
Charlotte, honey, did you eat those cookies after I asked you not to?
No, Mommy.
Are you aware of the penalty for perjury in this house?
What's that?
Tell me you've been appointed by the President of the United States to the federal bench for life without telling me that you've been appointed by the President of the United States to the federal bench for life. I'll go first.
Good evening and welcome to OWLS 29th Robertson Diaz Award Celebration. I'm Oregon Women Lawyers President Jacqueline Alarcon, and I'm so happy to be with you here today, celebrating virtually. Thank you all for being here. So this is scripted, so that means I'm going to be my awkward self, so just bear with me. OWLS has a lot to celebrate. We are here tonight, of course, to honor and celebrate Judge Susan Graber with the Robertson Diaz Award. I am also happy to announce that OWLS has a new mission, which is to transform the legal profession by pursuing equitable access to the legal system and equity for women and communities who are systematically oppressed. This new mission came as a result of a lengthy and thoughtful work by the OWLS Board of Directors and our commitment to be more inclusive of the communities we serve. OWLS is a 33-year-old nonprofit membership organization of women lawyers and supporters. Judge Graber has been with us since the beginning. We are here to celebrate her and to remind you that our work continues to be vital. Awkward pause here. Made even more visible during the pandemic with the high rate of women leaving the profession. Women are the driving force ensuring families maintain stability and provide a more global perspective to everyone in our community, including women, parents, and those who have care provider obligations. We are a resource that considers those factors and tries to bridge the gap between our profession and our personal lives while supporting the community. This year, we also celebrate that for the first time, the OWLS board is majority-minority board, something that I hope will continue long after my presidency. I also want to celebrate and congratulate my successor, OWLS President-elect Kristen Sterling. Kristen, I look forward to passing you the baton in May, aka in a couple months, and continuing my work with you and OWLS to make sure that OWLS continues to do good work that centers around our mission. The Robertson Diaz Award honors the legacies of trailblazers Justice Betty Roberts and Judge Mercedes Diaz. Judge Roberts was Oregon's first woman Oregon Supreme Court Justice, and Judge Diaz was the first Black woman judge in Oregon. Justice Roberts was a beloved mentor and advocate for women lawyers. Judge Diaz mentored and created opportunities for those who might otherwise be marginalized to access legal resources and careers. Their lights continue to shine through the recipients of the Robertson Diaz Award. Judge Graber embodies the values and spirits of both Justice Roberts and Judge Diaz. Finally, I'd like to thank our title sponsor, Paulson Coletti, and Platinum sponsors whose generous support tonight helps to sustain OWLS and to celebrate our award recipients. Those sponsors are Ball Janik, Bricks Law, Janet Hoffman and Associates, Keating Jones Hughes, Lane Powell, Markowitz Herbold, the Oregon State Bar and the OSB Diversity and Inclusion Department, ORIC, the OWLS Foundation, Perkins Coie, Schwabe Williamson and Wyatt, Stoll Reeves, and Stolburn. And now, please welcome Cameron Graham, President of the OWLS Foundation and everything else.
Great. Thank you, Jackie. Jackie mentioned that she was going to be her amazing awkward self, and I'm here to give her a run for her money this evening, and I'm going to be my amazing awkward self. So good evening, everybody. I'm so pleased to be here as the president of the Oregon Women's Lawyers Foundation. The Oregon Women Lawyers Foundation's mission is to advance and enhance equity, inclusion, and belonging in the Oregon legal profession and to promote access to justice for underserved people. We support our mission through your generous donations. We're offering numerous grants and programs, including the Armonica Law Student Grant to purchase textbooks. We all remember how expensive those were. Still paying for them. Renelia R. Randall Bar Exam Grant, Justice Betty Roberts Leadership Conference Grant, Janice Hardman Medical Support Grant, and the Multnomah Bar Fellows Program. With your support, our foundation is able to financially support the work of the Oregon Women Lawyers and court care programs. What all of these grants, fellowships, and programs have in common is they help the members of our community succeed, and they are funded by you. With your support tonight, we can help more law students become lawyers, support lawyers through challenging times, and remove barriers for people in Oregon to access the legal system. Virtual giving, super easy, everybody's going to do it. But if at any time you have trouble getting registered or giving gifts, please, please, please text HELP to the number listed on your screen, which is 503-310-1036. You can also support OWLS and the foundation by joining the social movement. Help us promote our organizations at this event. Post your photos, your selfies, pictures of your food, and all your event experiences to your social media pages. And be sure to tag us on Facebook and Instagram. And use our event hashtag OWLS, Roberts and Diaz, or just Roberts Diaz 2022. And if you haven't already, please like or follow us and show your support virtually. So now, we've got a great program ahead. If you've not registered yet, please go to OWLF2022.ggo.bid, should be up on your screen as well, to register, to give, and be ready to support the OWLS Foundation and all of our work. Speaking of support, to help me garner yours, please help me welcome back to the stage our longtime fundraising ambassador with Markham Auction Agency, Misty Amazing Markham.
Thank you, Cameron. And good evening, everyone. It's so good to be back and to see you again this year. On behalf of OWLS and the foundation, I am honored to serve. How are you doing? Did you survive 2021 intact? I hope so. And I hope you're comfortable kicking back with a snack, maybe dinner, a drink, perhaps a friend or two. To show your love and support for the OWLS Foundation tonight, simply select the donation button next to the amount you wish to give. If you have any trouble at any time, text our helpline, 503-310-1036. It's because of generous supporters like you that the OWLS Foundation can continue to advance and enhance equity, inclusion, and belonging in Oregon's legal profession. Another way to support OWLS and the foundation is to say hello, and I see a few of you are already doing it. Say hi to your friends, drop some love, some gratitude into the social chat. Just click into the chat box below the video window and drop your comments, encouragement, and gratitude right there. It feels a whole lot more like community when you do. And now we'd like you to please meet Jessica Charles and learn more about how the Oregon Women Lawyers Foundation and the Armonica Law School Grant improve and impact lives.
Hello, my name is Jessica Charles, and I'm a third-year law student at Willamette College of Law. I've wanted to be a lawyer since I was in elementary school. I don't know if it was Legally Blonde or what I saw, but I was like, I'm going to be a lawyer and I'm going to be a criminal defense lawyer. And thankfully, I was able to follow that passion. I met an attorney at one of the first attorneys I'd ever met at my undergrad university, and he went to Willamette, and that's how I got connected. And in undergrad, I was super passionate about civil rights, and I loved Bryan Stevenson's book, Just Mercy, and it made me want to go into criminal justice reform, and where I saw the best opportunity for myself was doing public defense. And so as soon as I started at Willamette Law, I got involved with the Public Defense Office in Salem, and that's where I've been for the last 3 years. A lot of my friends growing up were in and out of juvie, and I've had family members go through the adult criminal system, and so I've had very personal conversations with people about their experiences with the criminal justice system and how they thought it failed them or how they felt it treated them unfairly. One of the main things I was hearing from people is how they didn't understand what was happening to them, and the only way they could understand that was through their attorney. And if they didn't feel like their attorney was communicating that, they had no way to get that information. And so it instilled in me not only the importance of having an attorney, but having a competent attorney and one that you could trust, and one that you felt was advocating for your needs and your constitutional rights. Just a bit of background for my financial situation right now. I was the first person to go to graduate school in my family, so I didn't have any prior knowledge of how much it would cost or what I would need or all the hidden fees associated with that. And so I've had to max out all of my federal loans. And because I want to go into public interest and I'm passionate about that, I've stuck with a job that doesn't pay me for the last 3 years. And I really wanted to continue my law school career and finish out law school doing that. And in order to do that, I applied to the Armonica grant so that I could make sure that my needs were met and I could pay rent, but I could still do a job that I'm super passionate about. And on top of that, I also deliver food on the side just to make sure that I have some income, even though I'm not getting paid by my job, but I really want to keep doing that job. So I've had to look for outside resources to make sure that I can keep doing what I'm passionate about. I would like to say that I'm very grateful for this grant. It enabled me to continue pursuing public defense, which is what I'm passionate about and what I wanted to continue doing, but didn't have the means to do that. And because of this grant, I could finish out my law school career continuing at the public defense office.
Thank you, Jessica. Friends, stand with us now and demonstrate your support of the OWLS Foundation as they advance and enhance equity, inclusion, and belonging in the Oregon legal profession. Make a tax-deductible gift right now in any increment you feel compelled to give in support of their mission. Tonight, 100% of the OWLS Foundation's board has given, and we'd like to challenge you, our viewers and ardent supporters, to join them now with your demonstration of support. So who will give a gift right now in any increment you feel compelled? Simply select your preferred dollar amount to do so. Encourage generosity in the chat for our benefactors at the first formal level of giving, which is $5,000. And I'd love to know, do we have any champions right now with a $5,000 gift this evening for the OWLS Foundation? And we do. Thank you so much to Trudy Allen, OWLS Foundation and Legacy Society board member. That's worthy of some applause, as well as a longtime OWLS and Foundation supporter. Yes, she's joining us with a $6,000 gift. Way to overachieve. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Trudy.
Joining her is Sarah Crooks with a $5,000 gift. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Awesome, Sarah.
Thank you to both of you, actually. Who else will consider joining them right now with a gift in any amount? And Cameron, while they're doing that, tell us how a $5,000 gift could help the foundation.
$5,000 is such a great, generous gift. It can remove barriers to taking the bar exam. It can provide fellowship opportunities at Legal Aid Services of Oregon, and it can reduce access to justice barriers.
Precisely what we're talking about, and all worthy investments. So thank you so much to our 5,000 plus donors right now. We appreciate your generosity so much, and it provides a lot of impact. So please give a huge round of applause, drop some love and gratitude in the chat for our $5,000 supporters. That's right. And while
Thank you,
you're
Trudy.
there,
Thank you, Sarah.
encourage your friends to join the giving at our next level of
It should be
$2,000. I mean, I would love it to be $20,000. $2,000. Who will join us right now as an OWLS Foundation champion with a $2,000 gift? And look at that. Thank you to OWLS Foundation President-elect Julia Markley with a $2,000 gift. Thank you so much. Who else will join Julia? And Cameron, how could $2,000 make an impact?
Well, if Julia wants to bump it up to $20,000, we're not going to turn her down.
Never.
But in the meantime, a $2,000 gift can do great things. One, it can help create access to justice through our fellowship program. It can reduce barriers to the public to access courts. It can help working parents study for the bar exam, which is no small feat in of itself.
That's awesome. And thank you so much. Joining is OWLS Foundation board member Christine Meadows with a $1,600 donation. Thank you so much. That is awesome. We're seeing lots of gifts pouring in, and I love it. It's amazing displays of generosity. So thank you. Let's give them a round of applause and continue encouraging all of your friends in the chat with your gratitude. That's right. And at this time, I'd like you to meet Alicia Causey, whose summer internship was sponsored by the OWLS Foundation to learn how your support makes an impact.
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia Kazi, a 1L at University of Oregon, and a Multnomah Bar Association Fellow. Thank you, Oregon Women Lawyers Foundation, for sponsoring my summer internship with Legal Aid Services of Oregon. Thanks to your contribution, I'll be able to gain summer experience and also afford school next year amidst the rising costs. As a public service lawyer, I want to improve access to the law. Growing up, there were times that my family couldn't afford a lawyer, and as a Bangladeshi Oregonian, there weren't a lot of lawyers in our community. I want to be part of the change that can promote access to the law, and legal aid services across Oregon are helping pave the way to that reality. As a state government worker, I used to refer people to legal aid, and I'm excited now to take the next step and do that work and helping low-income clients overcome the barriers that they face every day due to our legal system.
Thank you, Alicia. These are your donations at work, folks, so let's keep it going. Encourage your friends to join the giving at our next level of $1,000. Who will step up right now with a $1,000 or any amount gift? We'll take it. And I'd love to say thank you to Foundation Board Member Judy Henry with our first $1,000 gift. Thank you, Judy. Joining her is Dean Burke with a $1,250 gift. And I'm happy to say Oric, one of tonight's platinum sponsors, is joining with a $900 gift. Thank you so much. That's right. Who else will join us right now and at any amount? And Cameron, tell us how $1,000 could impact the foundation.
$1,000 could support the legacy of our Monica Guilford, our first African-American female attorney in the Oregon Department of Justice. Everybody wants to do that. $1,000 could also help reduce the debt of law school and bar prep, which I'm sure many of us are still experiencing and don't want that for our future. Create opportunities for legal experiences for women and underrepresented communities.
And that's why we're here. All worthy things to support with a $1,000 gift. I'd like to thank some folks joining us right now with gifts of all sizes. Emily Sarah Miller with $250. Thank you, Catherine Von ter Stege at $250.
Judge Van ter Stege.
Thank you, Liz Esfeld. Thank you, Trish M. Brown joining with a $100 gift. We've got Amy Heverly with $250s. The Honorable Morgan Renlong joining with $100. Folks, this is awesome. Give your friends a huge round of applause. Blow up the chat with praise. Way to show up for the foundation.
I can't
that
tell
is
if I'm
awesome.
having a hot flash or I'm just really excited about the amount of money coming through.
Well,
so it's a little bit, it could be both. So.
Encourage generosity, folks, at our next level of giving. This is $500, all right? So I'd like to say, step up and be the change you would like to see in the world with a $500 gift for the foundation right now. Who's in? Thank you to Edie Rogaway joining us, the Honorable Stephen Powers. Aruna Masai is overachieving with a $650 gift, and Aruna loves the foundation so much.
She does.
She's also a monthly donor. And you too could be, right, Cameron?
Everybody could become a monthly donor. Thanks for asking, Misty.
How does that work exactly?
Well, A, everybody wants to be like Aruna. That's just a fact. But two, it's super simple. You just go to our website, owlsfoundation.org, and you go to the donation button, and a couple clicks later, within less than 20 seconds, you too can be like Aruna Massey. And you want to.
I hope you will be, because she's fantastic. I'd also like to thank the OWLS Board President-elect, Ms. Kristen Sterling, for a $500 gift. Thank you so much. Also giving at this level, Liani Reeves, Phyllis Miles, the Honorable Janice Wilson, Terry Creamer. Thank you so much to all of you. Who else will join us right now with a $500 or above? We will take it. And while you do, Cameron, how can $500 help?
$500 gift can do great things. One, reduce the financial burden for an attorney with a short-term disabling medical condition. Help provide child care in courts, which is so necessary.
I think we should all give twice
absolutely.
Just for that one. I would like to say thank you to Catherine Tennyson joining us with a $1,000 donation right now. Thank you so much, Catherine. Awesome. This is fantastic. Helen, oh boy, H, thank you for your $100 gift. Rachel June Graber with $250, and Jolly Patterson joining us right now with $250. Thank you so much. Your generosity is what fuels the OWLS Foundation's great work. So please give a huge round for all of our $500 and above donors. Show your love in the chat and encourage generous giving at our next level of $250. And to inspire new heights of generosity at this level, every $250 gift given right now will be entered into an incentive drawing. One lucky donor will be selected at random to receive our gift of 2 tickets to Hamilton right here in Portland for April 23rd, plus 3 bottles of Willamette Valley Vineyard wine. And I know that's only enough for one of you, but I think we can make do. So give $250 right now to show your support for the foundation and be considered for our drawing. And look at that. I'd love to say thank you to Kathy Root joining us with $250. Marilyn Harbor overachieving with a $325 gift. Thank you to Kim Stewart with $350. Jolly Patterson again joining $250. Yvonne Resendez Gutierrez, thank you so much for your $350 gift. And joining us right now with $250 gifts are the Honorable Adrian Nelson. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge Stefan Alexander.
Thank you.
Dara Lee Bechtold. Elisa DeZono. The Honorable Anna Brown. And Cameron Graham. How'd you do that while standing here?
You know, I just believe in the foundation so much.
It's
I
really
wanted to
amazing.
give twice.
It's magic.
Magically, you don't even have to go with me to Hamilton if somebody else wins. So it's totally free for all.
I'd also like to thank the OWLS Foundation board members, Julie Preciado, Tammy Caress, Tracy Ray, Deanna Ray, and Charnel Misero, all joining at the $250 level. Who else will join us right now and be considered for our incentive drawing? And as you're making your gifts, Cameron, will you explain how $250 can help?
I absolutely will. It's worth repeating twice. $250 will support working parents preparing for the bar exam and will develop leadership opportunities for women and underrepresented communities.
So many reasons to give and support the foundation. And special thanks goes out to donors joining us right now. Look at this. Heather Lou Weigler with $100. Megan Livermore, Sherry R. Perlman, thank you.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Ballard Colgrove joining with $250. Yvonne, I love it. Another time I see your name. Ms. Lee Ann Donaldson.
Thank you, Leanne.
Also joining, and look at this. Martha Walters just gave.
Martha Walters.
Justice Martha Walters just gave $2,500. That's right. Thank you so much for your generosity, everybody.
For that, Justice
'em
Walters.
coming.
Justice Walters can pick my next tattoo.
Did you hear that, folks?
Yeah.
You can sponsor
Thank you, Your
Cameron's
Honor.
next tattoo. I love it. We are also being joined right now by Stacy Beckerman, Michael Robertson, Lauren Blazing, Leonie Reeves, all joining right now. I love it. And, you know, I think I'm going to give them a few more seconds. Is there anything else we'd like to tell them about how they can help at the $250 level? Because I feel like there's a few more who'd like to join in before we pick a winner.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is definitely one of those situations where every dollar makes an impact.
Absolutely.
I don't know if anybody has, people should become more familiar with our fellowship program for sure. I had the honor of sitting in on interviews for that process last year, and just these people who are just doing everything that they can to come work for a public service organization like Legal Aid Services. We're just so passionate that, you know, I wish we could do dozens of these.
Well, let's.
Okay.
Let's, folks, with your help, we can. So let's find out, in the interest of time, who our lucky incentive drawing donor is.
Can I say it?
Are you ready?
Can I say
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Can we get a drum roll, please? This evening's lucky donor is
Elizabeth Ballard Colgrove.
Congratulations! Thank you to all of our donors at the 250 and above levels. We so appreciate you. Thank you. Way to show up for the foundation tonight. Please continue dropping your gratitude in the chat. Meanwhile, urge your friends to join the giving with wild abandon at our final formal level of $100. Who will step up with $100 right now? If you have yet to give a gift, now is your time. And if you've given already, thank you so much. And know that you can give as often as you like. We encourage it, in fact. And right now, thank you to Cheryl Corbett with $250, Dana Foreman, Kendra Matthews with $250, Justice Rebecca Duncan with a $250 gift. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cameron, how can $100 help?
Well, $100 can definitely support kids during funding court care in our various legal communities. Provide opportunities for fellowships, which I'm never going to get tired of talking about. But most importantly, all of these donations make our Oregon legal community stronger and provide access to justice across the state.
That's right, folks. You heard her. With your support, we can make the Oregon legal community stronger. So thank you to Pilar French, joining right now with a $1,000 gift. Nice. And Sierra Brown, thank you for your $100 gift. How are you? It's so great to have you all joining tonight. Thank you so much for your continued support. Your generosity allows OWLS and the foundation to continue promoting access to justice in Oregon. So please give all of our donors at all levels a huge round of applause. Show your love and gratitude in the chat. Yes, thank you so much for your generosity. That is right. And if you prefer to give a custom gift amount, whether it's $5, 500,000, 50 million, as many zeros as you like, we would love it. Every dollar counts. You can also consider making a recurring monthly donation, just like Cameron told you a moment ago. Go to the owlsfoundation.org, select donate, and just choose a monthly donation.
It's super simple.
So easy.
So easy.
Everyone should do it.
Yeah.
All right. The moment everybody's all been waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I think this is the one. The 3 C's, choose your own adventure raffle winner reveal. Did you get in on the choose your own adventure raffle? I hope you did. If you did, good luck. I hope you win. And today's lucky winners will select their choice of fabulous trips to Cancun, Chicago, or Colorado, airfare included. Are you ready to find out who tonight's lucky winner is? Can we get a drum roll, please? And the winner is
Jennifer Nichols.
Jennifer Nichols! Congratulations! Enjoy your choose your own adventure trip. Thank you so much. I'm going to just move this little piece of confetti because it's
promised myself I wasn't going to flinch.
At least you didn't hit the deck. Give yourselves a huge round of applause, everybody. Thank you for doing your part to support the great work of the foundation. Know that this event has been recorded in case you'd like to review it. Maybe you joined us late or know of other supporters who'd love to watch it, and keep on giving. So please share the link, spread the love. Thank you. I hope you had a fantastic time supporting the OWLS Foundation with us this evening.
Thank you so much. I am so touched and humbled by the support tonight. I'm honored to be part of the OWLS Foundation Board and part of this amazing legal community. But most importantly, going off script now, just the amazing people who work on this project, you, Jackie, everybody on our planning committees. It's just so amazing to be around these strong, powerful women and make things happen for Oregon. So with that, please welcome back Jackie. Ready?
High five. Okay, so I'm back, but before I begin my little scripted part, I do also want to remind everyone that I'm also an Armonica Award recipient from 2009. So if you want to see more people like me up here, highly encourage the donation process because it works, and I'm trying to give back. So thanks to Misty Markham and Cameron Graham. Before we move on to the award, I have a little surprise. Judge Graber, while Senator Ron Wyden is unable to attend tonight, he had a flag flown over the United States Capitol in your honor. The flag will be delivered to you next week, along with this certificate that reads, "This is to certify that the accompanying flag was flown over the United States Capitol at the request of Senator Ron Wyden in honor of Judge Susan P. Graber and her long and distinguished career." Since 1992, the OWLS Board of Directors has recognized individuals who have made an outstanding contribution to promoting women and other people outside of the dominant culture in the legal profession and the community with the Roberts and Diaz Award. Congratulations, Judge Graber. Well deserved.
I'm so very glad to have this opportunity to introduce Judge Susan Graber and celebrate her with all of you as a recipient of the 2022 Justice Roberts and Judge Diaz Awards.
Judge Graber doesn't just exemplify the legacies of Justice Roberts and Judge Diaz. She is part of that legacy. She's part of building that legacy.
Just like Justice Roberts and Judge Diaz, it wasn't about being first. It was about getting the path clear and keeping it clear for others so that the doors would open.
She's been a trailblazer on the Ninth Circuit. She was the first woman nominated and confirmed to a seat on the Ninth Circuit from Oregon. And in fact, she did such a great job of trailblazing that the 2 appointments since have also been women.
She knew from the age of 15 that she wanted to be an appellate judge.
I go by the adage that no one is self-made and that we all need other people. And every one of us in this world needs someone to say yes to us. And Susan has a way of saying yes. And that makes all of the difference.
She notices who's not in the room. She notices whose voice isn't being heard at the table. She notices who feels uncomfortable in the environment.
Her law clerks have always really exemplified the full diversity of the rainbow of cultures and of people in society. She's made sure that her law clerks reflect those diverse experiences in her chambers.
Judge Graber is the only federal appellate judge that I know who is willing to hire students from any law school, from any neighborhood, from any corner of our country.
When I came to Stoll Reeves Boley, I was one of the people that helped integrate the firm, so people didn't look like me, but Susan made me not feel that way. She made me feel like I was part of an overall lawyer's family.
In certain ways, she's like the quiet radical. She seems very proper, but in ways not widely known or noted or even celebrated. Judge Graber creates critical opportunities for lawyers of color, for those who identify as gay, lesbian, bisexual, and queer, deliberately and in contrast to many of her colleagues.
In the early 90s, I reached out to her and I let her know I was a lesbian and I would be out and open about that throughout the process. And that was back in the day when that information didn't necessarily precede me, and I never knew and who didn't, but I was pretty sure she didn't. And she was just unflinching in her support.
She set this great example of somebody who could be the epitome of professional excellence, but also find a way to balance that with a life outside the office.
She's a role model to us in many ways that don't pertain directly to work. She treats everyone, her colleagues, her staff, building workers, members of the public, with the same basic kindness. She is entirely unpretentious.
Judge Graber is walking proof that you can be honest and forthright and sincere in your work. And that does not hurt your clients or your interests or the thing you're trying to achieve. It enhances.
She's the real deal. She models all of the things we should all do.
One piece of her advice really stuck with me. You know, whatever you do, follow your heart, because you're going to do your best when you're doing something that you love.
You are searching for a yes. And we have enough people in society that say no. And society sometimes slams its door and says no. And all it takes is one. And she was my one yes. She was the one person in the law firm that said yes to me by just treating me like a human being.
The first word that came to mind was tenacious.
Thoughtful.
Stellar.
Useful.
Judge Graber is brilliant, compassionate, and a little geeky.
So she has provided her edits to me in green ink. And there is green ink on every inch of that draft. And I say, boy, Judge, there's a lot of green here. And she says, yeah, I thought red ink would be too neat.
Stellar professional, stellar role model, stellar judge, stellar lawyer, stellar friend, stellar human being.
She has strengthened the people around her and the institutions she's been part of for her entire career. She has been of use. She has left people and places and institutions better than she found.
Thank you for being such an incredible leader in the Oregon legal community, to the Ninth Circuit, and thank you for being such an incredible mentor and friend, both to me and to so many other young lawyers and law clerks in Oregon.
Judge Graber and Susan, if I may, because of you, law firms changed, courts changed, judges changed, lawyers changed. Because of you, our legal community is so much better, and there have been so many good opportunities for so many people.
I'm sending her a big virtual hug.
Thank you to OWLS for bestowing this honor. Thank you to those who nominated me and supported my nomination. I'm deeply grateful to all of you. Receiving the Roberts and Diaz Award is one of the brightest highlights of my career. I've been a member of OWLS since its founding, and I feel fortunate to have known the trailblazing women for whom the award is named. Betty Roberts played an especially important role in my life, both professionally and personally. She encouraged my ambition to become an appellate judge and contributed the filing fee for my first judicial race. Her husband, Keith Skelton, and my husband, Bill June, wrote the press release to announce my candidacy. When my daughter was born while I was a justice on the Oregon Supreme Court, Betty sewed a beautiful quilt for her, which we named Heart Blanket for its pattern, and which our family still treasures. I didn't know Judge Diaz well, but from my encounters with her, I remember her sharp mind and kind heart. Like Justice Roberts and Judge Diaz, I came of age when being white and male and Protestant was the norm in the legal world. When I first passed the bar in New Mexico in 1972, only 4 women were sworn in as new lawyers that year. The Chief Justice began his remarks at the ceremony by observing that it was a great day for all of you gentlemen and your wives. I was wearing a long peasant skirt and a bright red top for the occasion, but I was invisible. Thinking about the experiences that have brought me to this moment, I know that I'm lucky to have been born into a family who valued inclusion. My parents lived by their principles, even in Oklahoma, even in the 1950s. I'm grateful that my upbringing taught me the value of diversity, and I've endeavored to carry that value into my work, first as a practicing lawyer and then as a judge. I also am lucky to have found a partner in life who shares the same values. I could not have accomplished what I have, either professionally or personally, without the support of my husband. And we are both lucky to have an amazing daughter, Rachel, who relishes living in a diverse world. Many of the past recipients of this award and its predecessors have made sweeping public contributions to the well-being and success of people who are not part of the dominant culture. I am gratified to be in their company. By honoring me, you also honor those of us who are introverts and who hope to help improve the world and the culture one person at a time. One of the most wonderful things about appellate judging is the opportunity to work with marvelous staffs and law clerks. Our clerks keep us young, they keep us intellectually honest, and they bring us fresh ideas. In my 34 years on the bench, I've worked with people from many backgrounds. They have been Protestant, Catholic, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, non-believers, and none of the above. They have been people of various sexual orientations and identities. They have been younger and older, able and challenged, brought up on farms and ranches, brought up in small towns, and brought up in big cities. They have been American-born, Native American, and born in other countries. The best and the brightest are everywhere. Talent looks like everyone. My clerks don't all look or think like me. I'm proud of all of them, whether they've chosen to become prosecutors or defense lawyers, stay-at-home parents or trial lawyers, judges or professors, public interest lawyers or tax lawyers, or none of the above. I have tried to make a positive difference in their lives. They definitely have made a positive difference in my life. I've benefited from having their many perspectives, enriched by each of their unique backgrounds, not just looking in the mirror. By honoring me, you also are recognizing their worth. Thank you again for this great honor.
Thank you, Judge Graber, and congratulations. What an exciting event. I hope you all had as much as we did. I hope you all had as much fun as we did here. Tonight we made a huge difference in the lives of foundation grant recipients and the future of the legal field in Oregon. Thank you again to Misty Markham and the Markham Livestream team for producing and streaming tonight's show. You were fantastic. And thank you once again to Jessica Charles for sharing their story. Please give a big round of applause for all of this evening's donors and sponsors. This virtual event would not have been possible without you. We appreciate your support. Thank you again to everyone for your exceptional generosity and solid support tonight. OWLS could not continue to fund our good work without your contributions and support. Now, for one housekeeping item, we will email your receipt soon. This concludes our virtual live programming. We appreciate you tuning in and look forward to seeing you in person next year at our next big event. Also, please remember, and I'm going to say this because I can't be fired from OWLS anymore, white supremacy, bad. Homophobia, bad. Rainbows and sprinkles, great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry, Linda. Anyways, stick around. We have great news to share coming up next. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay healthy. Thank you, and good night.
Good evening. I'm April Stone, your 2022 Queen's Bench President, here with the request that you save the date for our 2022 Queen's Bench Annual Holiday Luncheon honoring women judges, where we will present our keynote speaker, United States Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, who is the first Hispanic and third woman to serve on our Supreme Court. The lunch will be held Tuesday, December 13th, and will be the culmination of our monthly speaker series, Big Ideas. We hope you can make it.